Happy Fri-Yay. Yes, I have the blur going on. I can turn it off later if we end up having a special guest come in, but she is really busy and a lot of people want her time. So I'm not sure if she's going to be able to make it, but either way, we're probably going to have an open panel today. The no shame is about basically not shaming ourselves in the way that we need to get better and how, hey, Laura. Welcome in, Hedgehog's Homestead. But I wanted to, yeah, not shame ourselves in the way that we need to get better or what we need to use to get better and feel better so we can get moving and doing things again in our lives. I wanted to welcome in my Renaissance grandma and Hedgehog's Homestead. My Renaissance grandma is driving, so I don't want to bother her too much. And Hedgehog's Homestead, both are great supporters of mine. I have started to finally on YouTube find great support, and I am so grateful for it. I just feel bad because I am not the best supporter right now in my life with everything I have going on. And it seems like that's happened since I got on YouTube. I started YouTube. And 4 months later, my mother had a stroke right after I started. Hey, Near, welcome in. 4 months later after I started YouTube, and hey, Cool Gamer 2, welcome in. Another great supporter, both of them, especially Aid. Aid's been with me for years now. I really appreciate it. The same thing with Hedgehog's Homestead. But yeah, 4 months into being on YouTube, my mother had her last and most massive stroke. She had 3. That was her third one. And I was balancing all that going on and getting up. Hey, welcome in, Storms, Radios, and Cats. And getting up to PA to go, I believe it was 2 months after that, to my father's memorial. So it was a crazy time starting off a YouTube channel for legacy because my father had died that December prior to my mom's stroke in April. But so ever since I started YouTube, it's been hard for me to, I guess, catch a breath and be able to really do YouTube, as a content creator would do. And in fact, I've had my friends just encourage me to keep it as a hobby because trying to get monetized has been a bit stressful, but I am grateful that I have tried. And hey, Nancy, I don't know if I said hello to you. Our treasured home. Thank you for coming in. And yeah, it's been a bit stressful with the other things I have going on in my life. Like right now, we need to find, it's called applied behavioral analysis for my son and speech therapy. Like there's always been a lot going on in the background that has not just been busyness, but very emotionally heavy stuff, if that makes sense. So today, like, I didn't get a chance to do what I usually do, which is I do research some of the stuff that I bring to you guys on Fibro Fri-Yay. I'm going to try and start doing the same thing with what I'm finding out to help my own son with Malachi with the autism spectrum for Wednesdays for, the special needs or, Laura was saying she always wanted to do a caregiver chat. So maybe that's something her and I will do together if she's able to on those days as much as possible. It'll be like a co-stream, and we can do like the caregiver slash, special needs parenting chat because both of us have done both. Like, and you are a caregiver when you're a special needs parent. Lemonade. Are you having lemonade? Fresh lemonade is delicious. Yummy. Unfortunately, I can't grow the lemon trees in my backyard because of my only, well, he's native Floridian too, but my first daughter, I'm not sure if she's my stepdaughter. I'm not sure if Katie was born. Yeah, she's native also, but our first child together, my husband and I, is native and is allergic to all citrus pollen. Yum, that sounds good. Well, sort of fresh. I know. I used to love like even that when we first moved here and my mom would only make like Lipton iced tea growing up without any. Oh, well, that sounds fresh. Yeah, there you go. Has some slices of lemon. At least it's got real slices of lemon. When I moved here and we would go to like church functions, hey, oh, Pastor McClatty, you could make it in. I'm so glad you could be here. I hope your stuff gets. Yeah, I had some coffee with coconut cream. It was just coconut cream, nothing in it with maple syrup in my coffee, but I've got to get off the sugar. So I actually am having a Zip Fizz, which is kind of like an energy drink, but not an energy drink because it's mostly pretty good stuff that's in it. Um, oh dear, that's what happens. Oh, when we came here and we went to church functions, I had never had sweetened tea before. My mom, made it unsweet and she would make it with my dad's fresh mint out of the garden. So we would have unsweet Lipton tea, iced tea during the summers, with the fresh corn and tomatoes that he would grow. Oh, and it was so wonderful. But when I got a taste of that, like sugar tea, oh my gosh, with the lemon that was like instant. As a kid, you don't think anything of it, that it doesn't really taste like tea. It's just like, yeah, it's sort of tea, but all that sugar and stuff makes it so much better to, kids' perception. So yeah, for a while I was kind of hooked on that stuff, berry. So yeah, sort of fresh, not really with that stuff. And then everybody after that in the 80s was doing Crystal Light. Like, I remember that. I think my mom tried to do that for a bit. Hey, Steph, welcome in, Stephanie Joe Roundtree. One thing my dad did do was he did herbal tea in the morning. He would drink it hot. Um, I know sugar is bad. I'm trying to get off the maple syrup and honey now. That's the hardest part, Storms, because it makes you crave other sugar. Like the healthier sugars have made me just, yeah, crave the other types of sugar. Now, okay, I don't want to, like some of you guys who are usually hanging with me, there may be how do you say it? A tutorial of booty bouncing for me from a friend on YouTube. I asked her about it. I know she knows how to dance and we call her, she's quite bendy. She's flexible, but I don't know if she can make it in. So I didn't want to offend anybody, especially my males in the audience. I just to let you know, it's all in fun. And it's about me getting moving again because I'm not one to do just general aerobic exercise or those HIIT workouts if it's not fun. And dancing when I was younger was fun, even if I wasn't particularly talented at it. It was fun and I enjoyed it. And I saw this one like challenge dance that's going around, and I kind of want to learn it step by step. And there's this part where the girls are all backwards facing, and all you see is just their butt goes up and down. And I'm like, how is that physically even possible? And it's not like some people call it twerking, but it's not like the twerking that Miley Cyrus did that grossed me out. It's not that type. It's like a different type of twerking. My son. Oh no. Oh no. And it's so contagious. I'm so sorry, Shawnee. I'm sure you have like all the probiotics there. It's hard to have it for the kids. I actually need to pick some up. I don't think I have some for him right now, but I do have other stuff. Oh, hey, girl, dad, welcome in. Good to see you. Oh, the bud files snuck by me. Hey, the bud files. I was actually just apologizing to the bud files. We were over on Jada Jordan's chat this morning. I'm so sorry, Shawnee. It's hard when the kids get something like that. Yeah, it's definitely not totally innocent, and that's why I wanted to give the like, hey, by the way, this isn't something I'm usually doing on my channel, but for me, I'll be doing it in my house, usually not in front of anybody. But she said if she could come over and teach me on a live, she would. And I was like, oh, okay. I absolutely love her. It's official Jamia, but I don't know if she's going to get to because she's got a lot going on this weekend, and she was cleaning the last time I saw her over at Jay Jordan's. Hi, Golf Course Granny, welcome in. But like, I kind of want to, even though I don't, how do you say it? I don't have much rhythm anymore from not dancing for like 20 years. Like, I really haven't gone dancing in that long. Like, my husband doesn't go out. We don't go out like that. Like, we met at church and he doesn't dance. But yeah, I don't know if I have any rhythm whatsoever anymore. But it was fun, and I was in great shape when I did used to dance. I have a 2-year-old good that lives in the fridge for kids, but also received my water. Yay! Yeah, the kombucha makes me nervous, but the kefir grains I liked. I didn't have a reaction to the kefir, but that was the store bought one. So yeah, right. I just haven't done it in so long. I don't know if I have any rhythm left at all. It is great exercise, and that's what I want to do for because it's fun and it's great exercise. It's just a matter of, being allowed to be silly, and goof off too. The laughter is good medicine also. I can't wait to see how that goes. So tell me how, the kefir grains turn out for you, Shawnee. Because yeah, I would like to try those myself and see if I can recreate that. It's funny, Barry's talking about lemonade, recreate that like lemon soda kind of stuff. The one that gosh, I can't think of who makes it. But it's funny because it's the one that they make that everybody seems to buy. It's the lemon ginger, and it's like a healthy soda, and it's kefir. It might be called kefir. I don't know. It's called something like that. But they're like in the same section where you find the ready to go kombucha. The ready to go kombucha can have quite a bit of sugar in it. Buddha of Destiny was showing that she has one that's less sugar and it's like a gingerade. The only thing is they just give me headaches now, and I don't know why. I think it's the wild yeast. I'm just sensitive to it. But yeah, I'm going to drop the link soon. If I know you, you're welcome up. Just know that by coming up on the panel, Jamie might come up and we're going to do that little tutorial when she does. She makes it up. If she doesn't, that's okay too. Because the 11:30 is kind of late for her. So I'm not sure which one she'll go to. And that flashing that you're seeing is because we are getting winds here and it's setting off my camera out front, as are the vehicles that are driving by, but it's really the winds, and we have a flag out in front of my house that keeps setting it off. It's driving me kind of kooky. All right, let me get this. But yeah, I just wanted to give that disclaimer for some of you who may not like that because it's not my usual thing. I also noticed too that there were some pop-ups that went on that aren't usually on in this time slot. And I know we have a lot of cross over people. So I don't know if we'll have people come in later or not. We'll see. But there is the link for my buddies that want to join and just talk about whatever is going on. My dog just jumped because my son just jumped up. Hold on one second. Please welcome to the stage, Laura from Hedgehog Homestead.
With red hair.
Oh, that was me this morning. I needed to wash the hair when I got home because I did the I got a shower and then I did castor oil on my face and my neck, and it got into my hair, and I looked like, yeah, all oily. So I
Yep.
needed to wash my hair again. What's up? How are you today?
Oh, I was just weeding,
Ooh, lovely fun that is.
and pulling off hornworms.
Oh no.
Got like 6 of them off of my tomatoes.
Oh well, at least you got them off before
Yeah.
the. Wow, that's a lot. Oh my goodness. But you've got a lot planted too.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
eh?
used to plant a lot more tomatoes.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't plant that many this year. So, yeah.
It says your device isn't connected, Stephanie. I don't know what's going on. It looks like you're trying to come up, but it's not making it so I can click on you. It's saying it's not connected. I'm sorry, I can't. It's not letting me bring you up. Me maybe kick you out and see if it'll do it. Let's see if it'll let you come back up. Stephanie, it wasn't working. It was saying it wasn't connected. If you're sorry about that. It wouldn't let me click on you and bring you up. You used to plant a lot more tomato varieties or just tomatoes?
More tomatoes, period. Because I had some issues this year with my
Hey,
starts.
Mona!
Yeah. It didn't go well. So
your starts were not doing
yeah.
well.
So it was kind of a rough year for tomatoes and peppers. I just couldn't get them going this year. And I don't know if it had some bad soil.
Maybe.
There was a lot of gnats, really bad this year. And I think everybody was kind of complaining about the gnats this year and having trouble with their tomato starts. So
yeah, I heard that even with some of the bag soil that people were getting, they were having an issue with the gnats for their starts, like all their starts. My dog was just gagging. Sorry.
Oh.
She's got that heart failure cough. Mona!
Yeah.
I was on a live with Swoop Like Me for, well, you were supporting me, duh. But that, I think it was like almost 9 hours. 9 hours. And Hannah, I was going to disconnect the chat after Jamie had told me how, because I had forgotten how to do it. Well, my daughter closed me out of everything. I said, don't close the laptop because it'll take me out of everything. And I just remembered all my passwords and signed in. And, she did. She closed, she closed Google, and that took me out of everything again. So I only have like my YouTube Gmail is the only one I have open. There's Storm says his are slowly producing tomatoes. Oh no, pepper
are producing. It's about average for here in Tennessee. In the middle of the season,
right?
But we've had early hot weather, and so
yes,
that will slow down your tomato growth too.
That's why we don't do tomatoes right now in Florida or Florida in general from the center on down. Pepper drama, bought a bad bag of soil. Peppers and tomatoes are behind. Plus all the rain and cool temps. They have grown much outside. Oh, they haven't grown. But I'm hopeful I will have something to harvest. You probably will. Oh my goodness. She's got 44 tomatoes sitting on her counter. Now,
wow, good for her.
Did you create your own soil, Gulf Coast Granny? I always forget where you moved to. Because you're not in Florida anymore, right? It's like I never fertilize anything. The heat is totally brutal. Yeah, you're in Texas. You have to like ask Cece because you last night were naming actually all cool weather crops you were going to put in. And they will just fry right now, like beets, or there's a no-go on beets. If I put beets in right now, they'll never, they'll sprout and then burn up in the heat. And right now the only thing that would be surviving as like an annual would be my okra and maybe some hot peppers. And that's about it because this heat's been really early this year
Mm-hmm.
without any of the rain. We haven't had
Yeah. See,
rain.
we got all the rain.
That's it.
We got
Seven.
all y'all's rain.
Right. So nine. Okay.
Yeah. And so things were growing, but blight is really bad this year because of all the rain.
Oh,
So
Bud Files hopped over to say
thank
hello
you,
to all
Bud
the
Files.
peoples in yours. Yeah, you guys got all our rain. That's right. We did get a little yesterday and I was like, the rain is here.
Yeah.
And as soon as I said that, it was gone.
Yeah, we got it yesterday too for a little bit, and then it rained overnight. Um, and I guess we have more rain coming, which we really need it. So,
Oh, wow.
hey, Passamaquoddy, good to see you.
Passamaquoddy, you got to be kidding me. You had to put your coat on last night. Just
Oh,
had a
wow.
cigarette outside. 73, yeah. And for those of you who don't know, Passamaquoddy is up in New Hampshire, so much cooler for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, oh, when I'll be
He
back.
sipped in some soil.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, Garrett. My prayers are with you and her family. Oh, such a final thing to do for something. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My prayers are definitely with you, Garrett,
Yeah.
and her family. That's awful. I just wow.
Yeah.
I'm managing some, let's see, beets and mustard, surprisingly, in the crate. Wow. What girl dad, where are you about? Like what zone? My mustard's fried as soon as the spring sun came out down here. Like I was hoping they would bolt so I would get the seeds. They did not even bolt. They just fried. That was it. They just
Yeah.
wilted and turned brown. And I was so bummed because I was hoping, they would bolt and I would get mustard seeds to make mustard with. Yeah, I'm really sorry, Garrett.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Garrett.
It's time to pull out my over in late July. Okay. Right. That's true. You don't know in the last time. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. I'm so sorry.
Prayers with you, man.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
Nope, you don't. Everybody's feeling for you, Garrett. Hey, Dolores, welcome in.
Hey, Dolores.
So, Gulf Coast Granny, you plant late July for your tomatoes? See, they would just die here. They would not produce.
Yeah,
at
they
all.
would here too. There's no way we could do that.
Yeah.
Earlier, I can get them in the ground here before it gets too hot.
Sorry, Darth X. Much love. Like everybody's sending you and her family love, Garrett. I'm sorry to hear that Darth X has lost people to suicide too. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
hey,
I'm
Moon
sorry.
over Miami. Good to see you. Welcome in. And I missed you when you came through my chat yesterday. Thank you for coming through. I really appreciate you doing that.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah. But yeah, here is mostly our like tropical stuff. Like, of course, my pineapples are doing great. My passion vines would be fantastic if the darn iguanas would stop eating them.
Yeah.
My soursop, I got my first fruit. I did video that, but I need to make it like a long form video because what I was going to make
vines all over the place.
Yeah,
Wow.
you guys have the maypops up there that I want a maypop. Mine's the purple passion vine. I want the maypop. Maypop is one that's more medicinal. Yes, as long as I shade the seedlings for a month or so.
Well, I got all the medicinal plants.
Wow, that's wild.
My mullein is like 8 feet tall. They look like trees.
Wow.
It's just crazy, and I have them all over the place. My mother-in-law wants me to cut them down because she doesn't like how they look when they're flowered.
Oh, really? They're great. So I wish mine would do that. Hey, DCBs. Yeah, right? Moving is good for the body. It does. It totally functions better when we're moving around. Yeah, that's one thing that Dave and I have talked about is with autoimmune and sitting still for so long, our bodies get even more stiff. Like we have to force them to move.
Yep.
Plants were saved from someone moving. They are early girl, just not doing well because she never. Oh, she didn't pot them or put them in the soil. Yeah.
I find if I don't get moving in the morning, like if I sit down too long, it's kind of over. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like either I get moving in the morning, well, especially because when you're you're in a hot climate,
Yeah.
you got to get out there early too, or
Mhm.
you're not going to be able to work out there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
or you get out there way late in the day. If some people who go to work, they still have to wait if they get home early.
yeah,
The heat is just
yeah.
so hard to work in.
I was telling Chris, if I don't get up because of that weedy garden tours, because it's either been way too hot or, raining, like uh, um, just massive rain,
Yeah.
And so it's like you got perfect setup to grow. Our major weed here is, of course, crabgrass. So, that loves that climate.
Do anything. So I have. Yeah, I bet your potatoes are doing good because it's still cold up there near you. You keep getting the cold weather.
Mm-hmm.
But that I didn't. Oh yeah, that one that we don't know. She's got a mystery plant. It kind of looks like a loofah passamaquoddy that could have been left in the soil from last year, or some type of squash.
Mm.
It's got those squash-like leaves, and when I Googled it, it was saying that it was
Loofah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, you were just teasing me this morning? Oh, okay. Yeah. About the booty bouncing.
Hey, DC.
Good to see you, DC.
Sorry I didn't say hi to you yet.
You have next
I woke up to went to go feed the chickens, and one of our chickens wouldn't go back in.
Uh-huh.
And so I woke up to feathers.
Oh.
And so I was like, oh, that was one of my favorite buff orphantons.
Oh, no. Well, they got under your electric fence? Like
no, she refused to go back in. And she does that a lot. Yeah. So they were out of the fence because I let them out of the fence during the day.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Hey, Ann.
It was raining, and so she wouldn't go back. She didn't want to go back in. Hey, King Wolf.
Welcome
Good
in.
to see you. Welcome in. She wouldn't go back in, and so I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to chase you in the mud. I already fell on my bottom trying to chase you in the mud in a big mud pile. And then she all I found was some feathers from her wing and a couple little other feathers, so I'm sure it was a predator of some kind.
Yeah.
Probably a wolf or not a wolf, a coyote or a bobcat.
Yeah, that's scary. I know, because you've seen both of them on your camera in the area.
Yeah.
I'm Carol, by the way. I'm Laura's friend. We've known each other for quite some time. My channel is South Florida Sunshine, and that's Laura. You're on her side chat. So I'm trying to highlight, because you're going to see comments that you're not going to see in the chat. They're over in my chat. So I'm trying to bounce, because we're co-streaming. It's called co-streaming.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know.
Yep, just to give you the fill-in of what's going on here.
Yeah, Maureen's good about doing that. Even the
Yeah.
does that for when we're co-streaming, so people know too.
Mm-hmm.
Your fear of getting chickens is that evil monsters will be off. I know, offing them in the night. Yeah, same here. I had friends that had. I know.
Sorry.
Well, that's okay. That have chickens, and they actually put the whole thing within a fenced-in area here for Florida, put it on a cement base, and even with all that protection, they still needed predator protection, so they put the hardware cloth on the base of, the fencing.
Yeah.
And yeah, they still have to be careful. I think they put a roof on it, but I can't remember. But it was pretty big area.
Well, this
Okay.
is.
Okay.
Hey, Ann.
But they put it on the cement so the predators couldn't dig under here in Florida. That's why they have it on the cement. And then, of course, it makes for easier cleanup because they just can hose it off if they want to after they clean out all the stuff for the garden for composting. I mean, first. But yeah, they still got hit before they put the hardware cloth up. It was a raccoon that pulled the chickens through and took out all their necks.
Yeah, raccoons will do that.
Bit them in the necks.
That's why I know it's like we had a chicken.
Thank you. Appreciate that, DCB.
2 weeks ago that was attacked by an aerial predator.
Oh, my.
They just eat the insides and leave it.
Yeah, the dogs can be horrible. The neighborhood dogs that band together, Gulf Coast Granny, that's one thing that Robert or Homestead Aquarius has said that they have that. How far do you live from? I don't know. No idea. I don't know who that is, King Wolf.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's funny because there's channels that have millions of subscribers and I'll still find them and I've never seen them before.
Yeah.
YouTube
That's just how many people are on this
platform.
Yeah.
On YouTube. I know there is there's a big channel too that's down here, but I think he's out of Miami and he's a fisherman. And he's hilarious. And I've only gotten to see like maybe one or two of his videos, but I don't think his name. I think his name is Mario or something like that. But he would even go fishing in our waterways with characters, not even tie on bait because we have such invasive, aggressive species that are in our waterways now. And he would just throw that in as bait, and they would bite it. It would be like, just say it is a toy of like, Sonic the Hedgehog, and they tie it off and put it on and throw it in and they bite onto it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's a vlogger on YouTube. Yeah, I'm not familiar with him. He's in Florida. He's down here in Florida. I'll have to look him up. Oh, we were just talking about Laura had lost a chicken, and then we were talking about the predators and chickens.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow. I'm really like not familiar that it was that big. 2.5 billion users on YouTube.
Wow. Apparently. That's crazy.
Yeah. Does paranormal investigation, and you also. He also has farm animals, you mean? Okay. Yeah, I don't watch the paranormal stuff. I'm not into that.
Yeah. I don't either.
So I wouldn't be familiar with him, but I'll look into his channel if he's down here and see. And then that next time maybe. Let me just take a screenshot. I just watched something the other day where it said you could tell your ADHD. One of the things of ADHD people is that we have a million screenshots and have forgotten why for most of them. And I'm like, oh.
I was going through my phone because I use my phone for recording, and got rid of almost every video out there that I've shot on YouTube. And there was so many screenshots on there.
Right? It's just that I don't usually have pen and paper when it's most important. Mm-hmm. Oh, do BCBs, you're too funny. Yeah, you missed the dance. It was incredible. No, you didn't miss anything. Nope. Nothing like super big happened while you were gone. Just talking about chickens and yeah. Although that is super big because you really
You
like
just sent
the
them
buff.
to me. How did you send them to me, Passamaquoddy?
Wait, I missed what? Where did Passamaquoddy say that?
She just sent me 2 pictures of something in her garden that she wanted me to look at to see if I knew what they were.
Oh, maybe through Messenger. She's at, oh, well, it's going to be long gone. I was going to say. The worst predator here is the 2-legged guy, right? Banging at the doors. Our huge Kangal killed the rats.
I'll look on Messenger.
I'm not familiar with what a Kangal is. A Kangal? That's monthly, daily. One. Wow. That's monthly, daily. It's 122 million. People using YouTube, or is that creators aid? That's crazy. Yeah, right? You get those too? No fun. I don't want them come to my door. That's where I let my husband answer the door if I'm not familiar. And it's funny, was it last night or the other night? We got a knock on our door, and it was one of those knocks where it's like bump, ba-da-dum, bump, bump, bump. And I was like, I bet it's a salesperson. Sure enough, it was a guy, yeah, trying to sell. Oh, Facebook Messenger, she said.
Okay.
Trying to sell the windows for hurricanes. Super, super expensive.
On what Messenger?
Oh, Facebook Messenger.
Yeah.
So probably your Facebook Messenger.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, it's a massive dog.
That looks like a zucchini.
There you go. Maybe it's zucchini. It didn't bring up any. It didn't.
I have some striped zucchini that looks like that.
Oh, okay. It just says daily users. Wow. And it's like a wild dog there, or wow. That's kind of scary. Can I borrow your lawnmower? No, that would be an H to the no. Because that's like, it never comes back. Exactly.
Yeah.
Why would I spend $500 on a lawnmower, then let a neighbor destroy it? Exactly.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, it's a special breed. Oh, okay. Those are like the mastiffs. Interesting.
Hey there, Marshmallow Man.
Wow, I haven't seen you in ages, Marshmallow Man. Good to fight tigers.
Oh, thank you for gifting the memberships.
Yeah. Interesting.
Hey, Purple. Good to see you. Christy Bates. Good to see you.
I don't see them.
They're over on my side.
Yeah, they're not in the StreamYard, though. That's weird.
That's interesting.
Oh, there she is. There's Christy. Hey, Christy.
Purple tea board's not on your side?
Not yet.
Oh.
I know. I don't know what the heck is going on. And I can't refresh. Yeah, maybe some sugar, not my $500 lawnmower. Exactly. That they might take over something that's hiding below all their stuff. Yeah, nothing in my StreamYard yet. There's Passamaquoddy, but no, not.
Huh.
Yeah, I would have planted zucchini in the garden bed for one. I didn't plant zucchini this year. Yeah, these would be probably leftover seeds from last year that are sprouting Passamaquoddy. Yep, see how it goes. That's all you can do.
That's what I like to do.
Yep, exactly.
Or if you planted something else there and one of those seeds snuck in.
Mm-hmm.
That could happen.
That's true. That can happen too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, my dogs don't like the heat either, Christy. It's they just they're pampered pooches.
For real.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just kind of bringing dogs in. They don't like the heat. Yeah, I know. Mine doesn't like the rain more. The heat is okay, but the rain not so much. But she doesn't stay out in it. We wouldn't. She's too small for this heat that we're having. Yep, that's I can't wait to see what it really is. I didn't plant any squash this year so far. I'm thinking about it. Cool. I don't plant it because nobody eats it at my house.
Mm.
I'll eat it, but squash tends to give you a lot for what you plant, and I wouldn't know what to do with all of the extra other than I could give it away to neighbors, but then you got to find neighbors that want it too.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
have
we
neighbors
make
that give.
zoodles,
That's
and
true. You can make
I
zoodle.
like to cut it up and roast it in some garlic with some butter,
That's how I like it, but nobody
and
will
then
eat it.
some tomatoes with Italian seasoning. It's pretty good.
That's how I make it with. I made it with. We used to make the zucchini with tomatoes, Italian seasoning, the garlic, and the onions, and that would be like a side,
hmm
um, like my mom would make,
I
and then
just
I
made
would make it.
a really good zucchini bread, and that video is coming out today.
I'm
And then
sorry.
yesterday, I made keto chips out of zucchini.
Very cool.
Yeah. So
I was just
Chris and I,
actually craving chips, and I was asking, like, what are keto chips that are any good?
hmm they what they were was you just slice them, you know,
Mm.
into rounds, and then real thin, like using a
Yeah,
plane or something.
yeah, but
And then I that garlic oil that I had, that infused garlic
mm-hmm,
oil, brushed that on both sides, put a little smoked paprika
mm-hmm.
and a little salt, and it was so good.
Oh.
Crunchy and good, and it satisfied that craving.
Right. Oh, okay, Gulf Coast Grand. She also uses the like how we used to fry the zucchini. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Like I don't know
hmm
why I didn't think of zucchini because fried zucchini, I used to love it.
Yeah.
I got squash coming out my ears. Yeah, see, that's what would happen to me. I know it if I'm not
hmm
taking some to the senior citizen
Oh, I
center.
have it coming out of my ears too, but
Yeah, but you just go, go, go. I can't. I can't spend that much time in my kitchen doing stuff with what I got going on over here.
right.
So it's like it would rot and I would feel
Well,
so guilty.
I want to grow enough for a year, so I'll
Yeah.
process them and put it in the freezer. The only thing about zoodles, we love them a lot, but you can't put them in the freezer. They don't hold very well. You can do
Oh, Darth.
like the shredded, but
Yeah. The Darthex, that's what yeah, I'm trying to think. I've seen it a lot over on Broke Farmers. He actually does the IV organics. I'm sorry, Laura, I was trying to
that's
balance
okay.
both here. But my
I
clients,
understand.
the ADHD is real today. Yes, I'm sorry. It's like real.
It's Friday.
It's
It's on my
Friday.
Donkey Kong.
The end of the week and driving Hannah and just not getting good sleep. And um, yeah, I like that too. And that's what you were saying. You shred it. Do you put it and freeze it that way? And
You can freeze it. It
like,
actually holds, like when you shred it and you
mhm,
want to make zucchini bread during the winter.
right.
There's so many zucchini recipes. You can make zucchini cookies. You can make zucchini relish. You can make all
Yeah,
kinds of stuff. It kind of takes on the flavor of whatever you put with it.
right.
So it's,
Right.
you can add it to soups. You can add it to all kinds of stuff. Um,
There you go. I love how much my chickens like the zucchini. Yeah, I don't. I wish I had zucchinis. I mean, chickens to get rid of the zucchinis. Oh my
I
gosh, I wish.
I take the ends of my zucchinis and I save them for the dogs. They love them, and it's like a treat. Like how my dogs like carrots and tomatoes, they get that as a treat too.
Yeah, I knew it's Broke Farmer has a deal where you can actually get money off Darthex. Broke Farmer is that's one of his, how do you say that? Like pe- people that give him one of those discounts. I can't think of it. like somebody who wants you to promote their product.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Broke Farmer has a deal with them, and I think you get 10% off IV Organics, that paint.
Mm-hmm. Sweet potatoes. There you go. That would be another good chip for you.
Yes. Yeah. Well, sweet potatoes, though, like I'd be concerned about the carbs
Oh,
once
yeah.
if I do like keto. I
But
was looking
they're
at
a
the
better carb at
zucchini.
least,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. But once I start eating carbs, that's the hard part. If I let them back in,
Oh, okay.
then I want more.
It's like
And
when you replace sugars with sweeteners,
yeah,
you still it still gets you going.
yeah. Oh, I think the dog just tooted. Oh, I'm gonna die. Ugh.
I've never given my dog sweet potatoes. That would be a good idea,
Yeah, there's a
Christy.
even a the how do you say it? There's a recipe for like dog food, and they put the sweet potatoes in
Hmm.
it
And pumpkin. There's
and
a lot of
pumpkin.
pumpkin dog food because it helps with their stomachs.
Yeah, yeah, it's great for enzymes, for digestive enzymes for them.
I just threw some jack-o'-lantern pumpkins in for the seeds, so I can grow a lot more seeds and the outside of the pumpkin for the chickens and the pigs
Mm-hmm.
because the seeds are a natural dewormer for them.
Oh, yep,
So
heard that. Hot sausage. Yeah, I've done um the stuffed zucchini. That sounds good. I have a casserole dish I make with slices of tomato, zucchini, and summer squash and shredded cheese with meat, like slices of sausage, hot sausage, or even scrambled hamburger. Yeah,
hmm
sounds good, Passamaquoddy. Hubby buys zucchini till it comes out.
yeah, that kind of sounds like what I do. Hey, Moon.
I bet I could eat sweet potatoes because it's yeah, you can if it's a
Yeah,
complex.
sure,
Yeah,
November. Congratulations.
it's usually fine, like Christy, but for keto, if I'm doing something where I'm low carb, it's just once I get that taste of the carbs, and maybe later on I could try it. But yeah, I have to avoid them, or I want other carbs, like Laura was saying. Like I can't do the sweeteners because they just make me sore all over because they're fake. Like
Yeah.
a lot of the processed fake sweeteners, whatever, low carb sweeteners, they make me hurt. I careful be careful giving dogs
Yeah,
sweet
because most of them
potatoes.
are chemicals.
Yeah, I will give them diarrhea. That's the same thing with you. Gotta be careful with pumpkin. Too much of any of that stuff will give dogs diarrhea.
Hmm.
But then again, people give them, meat scraps too that are fatty, and that gives dog really that can give dog pancreatitis. And
Yeah.
yet the older dogs that were on the farm could eat just about anything. It doesn't it's like that even the dogs' genetics are getting like not so great,
Yeah.
as
Well, I don't think that. I mean, we used to give like dogs bones and rawhides, and
yeah,
they would chew on sticks. And now everybody's like, no, you can't chew on that. You can't chew on that. I'm like, they have
yeah.
no immune system
Hmm.
against anything, you know?
Yeah. Well, some of the rawhide though, it builds up, and they now know that it builds up in their stomach and it
Yeah.
turns all stringy, and it can cause blockages, which
Yeah.
they didn't know that back in the day. Okay. I just ordered it from Amazon. I won't be planting squash till late August, but I sure hope this works.
They are pretty fast growers, but I don't know where you are, Gulf Coast Granny. If you're in a warm enough zone, that they'll carry over for a while. Zucchinis are
Oh, wonderful, Christy. Sorry. Go ahead.
pretty cold tolerant, but they won't handle frost. So
Yeah. She's just saying her daughter said her pain went away. Yeah, that's what was happening to me,
yeah,
Christy. And then I went back on the sugar, on the keto. And after 10 years of marriage and no pregnancy, I now have a new granddaughter. I've heard that before because
yeah.
her hormones balanced. That's what
Hmm.
happens. The hormones balance out on keto too. A lot of
My husband
people,
and I are probably going to go keto here.
yeah, yes, my
Um,
heart is dangerous.
yeah,
But
so that's
yeah.
why I've been looking at recipes and stuff that I can do for him.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So,
go. I can go back on it, but then it still has to be modified. I just have a lot of, since going into menopause, a lot of food sensitivities, which I found out is kind of common. and then
Mm-hmm.
and then the fibro too. You have certain ones too.
My allergy to dairy has really kicked up lately.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Especially with maybe all the pizza, or could that have done it?
probably. And my love for ice cream.
Oh, yeah. That'll definitely do it.
So yeah,
Oh my
I can't
gosh,
do
the
that
same
anymore.
thing. I'm sorry. My thing is flashing the crap out of me.
I might have to get some goats and try that. Or what I've heard about sheep's milk lately,
Hmm.
it's like the queen of or the king of milk. It's so delicious. It's I guess a lot of people swear it's better than pig
Then goat's
cow
milk.
milk. Yeah.
Because they used to do the goat's milk instead of the cows because of people who couldn't do cow's milk, like especially the kids that were on the
Hey, video
spectrum.
game.
Why is it every Saturday? Farmers. Oh, he's just buying it for you, not just doing. Wow. Oh, to support the farmers. Well, that's a good reason. Do it.
Mm-hmm.
And to pie.
Yeah, it's good to support the farmers.
From
I
Christian.
like to go to the
Yes.
farmers markets and buy from them.
Yep. I've heard of that too. Darthax. Yep. Dry the flowers, dry and powder them. Use powder and canola to stay. Interesting. You know,
Hmm.
the oil will suffocate the bugs, but I'm always concerned about the plant being able to respirate. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, video game goner.
Like strawberry milk.
Yeah. Yeah, he overbuys it. Buddha.
Hello there.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's fine. You're good. Oh my gosh, I haven't had strawberry milk since I was a little kid.
Yeah,
That brings back a memory.
my mother-in-law loves like a strawberry shake.
Yeah, I like fresh, like strawberry ice cream. It's good. I wish I could get to farmers. I know, Passamaquoddy. I'm sure totally stinks not being able to drive and not being able to get out to those. Thank you, Buddha. Appreciate it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's hard.
Having to rely on other people. So strange.
Buddha.
Oh, she's not. I see what happened. Purple Tea Bear is not in your thing. It's just that it got gifted to her,
Yeah,
the membership. Okay. Got it. That's what
yeah.
happened. She wasn't in your side chat. That's so
Oh, okay.
weird how YouTube does that.
Yeah, they just
They
pick
just
people.
choose people.
Yeah. Well, my memberships are only 99 cents, so
Mm-hmm.
they're pretty cheap.
Yep. Mom usually gets me strawberry milk while she pushes me in the wheelchair. Oh, that's very sweet.
Oh,
Oh
that's very.
no, you got real dizzy. Are you drinking your water today? You usually are. You're usually good about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can come up, Buddha. Sorry, I couldn't pin it to the top of the chat. Hold on. Let me get my link up. Hold up. Now,
Oh, that
this is for
stinks with
people
that
I know,
cream in it.
y'all. Don't, if you're not in my side chat and, come into my lives and stuff, this link is not necessarily for you. These are for people that I know. Because I will boot you if I don't know you. I will, indeed.
Need to
I
get
hope
people's
I,
email addresses and
yeah, yeah. Well, I want to be able to allow people up, but I'm just seeing things coming towards us today that I'm not recognizing, and then some I am. And
yeah.
yeah, yep. I just want to, hey, you've been drinking water, but you got dizzy. I wonder what that's from.
Hmm.
Sometimes I get
Sometimes I
that.
get dizzy when my allergies are really bad. Sorry.
Yeah. Buddha. This is Buddha Destiny. I don't know if you've met
Mhm.
Laura from Hedgehog's
I don't think
Homestead.
so. Hi, nice to meet
Hi,
you.
Laura. Nice to meet you.
Do you think it's
Oh,
just you being tired from your birthday and stuff? Maybe not getting enough sleep?
nice to meet you. I don't know. Like, I was like fine on Carol's live and everything,
Yeah.
and then like towards the end, I was like, damn, I have a headache. I
Oh,
know that
Buddha.
Oh,
my head is hurting me,
It's
and
solar storm. That Christy just mentioned that. Yeah, they can do that too. So,
mm,
and
and you,
then
yeah.
that time, yeah, I wasn't drinking water because from Jordan's live, I went straight to the Burberry Reapers live.
mm,
Straight from his live, I went to Carol's live.
yeah.
And from Carol's live, I got stuck on Tubi. I'm watching Wolf Blood.
Oh my. Yeah, that Tubi's got a lot of movies and a lot of shows on it. Yes, I do. I wear those steel toe cap shoes. Indeed. Aid. Aid knows me well. If I try and troll me on my own chat, you're gonna
Hmm.
But no,
get a steel toe.
I
Go ahead.
ended up getting real dizzy and I
Oh,
got nerve pain where my TBI is.
oh, I'm
And it
sorry.
started hurting and hurting. So I told Mona that I went and made my bison, jasmine rice, my purple onions, green peppers, red peppers, and my turmeric and ginger compost. I put
Mm-hmm.
that in the rice, and then I put my jolly jolly jolly, so I wouldn't have to take any Tylenol or any
Right,
kind of like
Yeah.
pills.
right. Yeah, Buddha eats really healthy and anti-inflammatory for she was in a really
Oh,
bad
that's awesome.
accident. She's in a
Yeah,
really bad accident and she has to take a lot better care of herself than most people tend to do. So yeah, she does a lot of research too. So we'll be talking on a live. And what was that like last night? I'm like, oh, it was um Swoop was saying I could choose Popeyes or Arby's, and I was like, love that chicken from Popeyes, but not now because Buddha just said it's got what was it, stomach juice?
it has abdominal fluid sprayed on it to keep it fresh.
Ugh.
Church's Chicken got shut down, and they used to do that. And when they found
Nasty.
out, that was way back when I was like in
I gotta
sixth
look that
grade.
up.
But I don't
That's
know, my dad ate there
Wow.
all the
that's
time.
gross. I gotta look that up. Like
And
what?
I actually think it was like before year. I think it was like third grade or fourth grade.
Yeah.
Because my dad used to eat there all the time. And then on 2020, it
Hmm.
came out and all Church's Chicken got shut down. And I think years later,
Hmm.
Popeyes comes out. And I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
Wow.
interesting.
that's Church's Chicken.
Oh, maybe yeah,
Cause
reinvented.
no, cause my homegirl, my friend took me there. My ex friend took me there,
Hmm.
and I was like,
Sorry.
wait, I was like the setup and the way the chicken looks and everything they have in their menu. I was like, this is Church's Chicken. I'm not eating
Right.
abdominal fluid. No.
Yeah.
And then one of the guys heard me and he started laughing and he was shaking his head up and down. I was like,
Mm,
there you go, confirmation. Bye.
right. Mm-mm. Wow, that's scary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Chrissy, I'm the same way. Like you feel bad and then you want to comfort yourself with food, but it's not good. Um, Hedgehog, when you say like wow, and do you know it just goes to yours?
Oh, Anne was saying she had some Kentucky Fried Chicken once here
Yeah.
or there, and yeah.
But I meant like when she's talking in my chat, unless I highlight it, she won't see it because it goes
Oh,
all your comments go into yours.
okay.
That's why I have to keep mine open and yours open, and I have to keep the other one. Oh, that's nice. Hi, vote for you, huh? Oh, that's nice.
Oh, I
Good. I
see.
think I have you right. I have you as a mod in my chat, right? In case we get hit today.
I said they're
Seems
better
a
off than
little
him.
seems a little trolly
Yeah, it is.
today,
I
doesn't it?
moved over.
Yeah, thank you. Here we go. I got it. I hit him.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
deleted
was
and
going to
hit
do
him.
it.
Thank you.
I was
I
gonna
Yeah.
just
say it is.
it's trolly today, isn't it? Like
I
all
was
of a
gonna say it
sudden.
is a troll, but he has a couple accounts, so get ready for another one.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Well,
they seem
I'll
to do
stay
that.
over here.
Okay, thank
So,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, it's 420 somewhere. It's always 420 somewhere. It's like no, these are the kids that are out for summer too, probably
Yeah.
trying to be like hackers and trolls,
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
thing. Yeah, those are
can't
all.
be no hackers,
Mm,
cause I'll chase their IP address.
good. Thank you very much. I'll put myself with crochet. I'll get started on project crochet all day and then wonder why I feel weak. Yeah, Passamaquoddy's like that with her crocheting too.
But I wanted to
Oh,
ask you. I didn't mean to interrupt your
no,
conversations,
you're fine.
but I wanted to ask you. Do you know anything about progesterone?
Progesterone. I
That yeah,
did
that is one medicine I have not been able to sit down and
tolerate.
really I don't know, not sit down and really like research on it and
Do
find
you
out
mean
what in the world this is because
it's a
It's a
hormone,
hormone.
progesterone, but do you mean
right, but
pregnenolone? Do you mean pregnenolone or do you mean progesterone?
no,
What?
it's PRES. It's pesto and then drone. It's
Because there's
PRO. It's
well,
PROGESTERONE.
yeah,
200
pro-
milligrams.
progesterone. That's a natural. If it's 200 milligrams and it just says progesterone, it's the natural one. It's actually what I was taking, but I took it down to 100 milligrams to see if that was better for my body. It's a natural. How do you say it? Gosh, why can't I think today? This must be the solar storm too, because my thinking is worse all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, the it's not a synthetic hormone. It's bioidentical. It's bioidentical. So it if you're getting like migraines all the time, sometimes by just taking the progesterone, it can help with the migraines. But the only thing is too is it can and it's also like
Honey Christy.
for um the mini pill instead of taking the mini pill which is progestin. Um sometimes they'll try you on just progesterone, but usually what they do is they do progesterone and they give you the other hormone, the estradiol or estradiol, which is the natural hormone. It's basically HRT. It's hormone replacement therapy, and
Mm,
that's the bioidentical ones instead of giving you the synthetic ones.
Okay,
that's good.
cause the doctor, all I know is the lady was saying my estrogen was 495
Mhm.
and my progesterone was 7 or 12.
Too low.
She's she
Mhm.
says like real low.
Yeah.
And my mom said that the doctor said that she have her name's Ori, and Ori
Mhm.
had told my mom that she have history of fibroids. I said yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
have them all over in my breast.
that's why
And
your
when they
estrogen.
told me to come back, and 6 months later,
Yeah.
that 6 month, I already knew in advance the that pandemic was gonna happen,
Right.
and
Mm,
like I knew 7 days before. Like I told my mom to start stocking up on water, paper towels, and toilet paper. She said, "Why?" I said, just because I'm saying, just
Mhm.
stock up." Just
Right.
like
That's what
I've
I
been
told my
telling her.
husband. Yeah, I told my
Yeah,
husband too. Yeah.
I've been telling her like every day for the past so far 2 months, going on 3 months to stock up on toilet paper, water, and paper towels. And she said, "What?" I said, "Cause I don't know exactly when, but
Hmm.
I just have a feeling in September or October they're gonna do something, and they're gonna try to do something, but it's not gonna work. It's not gonna go through. It's gonna
Okay.
be a test of your faith."
Yeah, it was a test
Mm.
of a lot of people's
Right
faith.
now, yeah, that's what it's gonna be. Like this is gonna be very serious.
Yeah,
We're like all the people we're losing this
yeah,
year, we're
yeah.
gonna lose a lot more,
Mm,
and those souls are
mm,
the ones who wanted to go home
mm.
before, like what's gonna come
Yeah,
is what gonna happen
yeah.
happens. They wanted to go home. They don't want to be here for that.
Buddha, to go back to what you asked me about though before with the progesterone, they gave it to you
Yeah.
because you're estrogen dominant. If you have fibroids, you have estrogen dominance, and
What
it'll
was that?
it'll
I
help.
don't know.
It means that your estrogen is way too high.
Yeah.
Hormonally, you have too much estrogen going on, and it can increase fibroid growth. And what they're trying to do is to slow it down, and so you don't, continue to make them, and so they don't continue to grow the ones that are already there and get larger. But yeah, that going on the bioidentical hormones helped me a lot, especially
Uh,
since the progestin by itself, you don't want that, which is the synthetic, which your mom
so
knows.
you get the blue one, the one in the blue bottle, and not
Um,
the prescription? Cause
Mine
she
is they have pellets that are not that are they're all prescription from what I understand, unless
okay,
you.
yeah, that's why I have prescription for Publix.
Yeah, mine's
And
prescription, but I go
okay,
through a company called Alloy,
okay,
who, and I need to actually I have to find a new OBGYN because the one OBGYN I was with put me on synthetic, and she knew I want it to be on all natural. No, no, Mel. No, no, Rezzy. And I think somebody just delivered a package, so my little dog is going cucamonga.
oh yeah.
Um, like she's gonna jump on them and bite them in the neck or something. I don't know how she's gonna take them. How she's gonna take them down, but
Them little dogs bite hard.
yeah, they do. It's funny. The delivery people are more scared of the small dogs, like
Hmm.
than they are the larger ones,
Yeah,
because they're more
yeah.
likely to bite. They're more likely to really bite them. But yeah, the progesterone and the estradiol, I think is how you say it, is a prescription, but I get it delivered to my home right now. And I now need to find an OBGYN that also will monitor me to make sure, everything is a okay. Because this
Yeah.
other one now, I don't trust her. She put me on the progestin, which by itself can cause breast cancer, which is so crazy because everybody was
Yeah.
hooked up on. They were all like, "Oh, it's the estrogen only if you have an
Wait,
estrogen
what is it called?
fueled." Uh, Progestin is what you don't want. It's they're low dose synthetic. You don't have that. You have
Oh,
progesterone.
okay,
You're
okay.
okay. They did a good thing by putting you on the progesterone, to
Oh,
balance out your high estrogen. Estrogen to try and make
that's what
them
I
work.
wanted to ask. Like,
Oh wow.
I don't understand what it is. Like estrogen, and then yeah, progesterone, hormones. Like, well,
Yeah. Yeah.
cause
Well.
like I feel, cause all right, I had
Oh, wow, Christy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
She always asks me when do I get my cycle. I'm like,
Mm,
I don't know. It comes when it comes. And
yeah.
then I said, when it does, it's only for 3 days. And she said, is it
Uh,
heavy? Is it a lot? I said, no. And
okay.
then I said, it's normal. And
Okay.
then she was like, okay, um, write down when you get it, and then I want you to take the pills.
Yeah. You have to take
15
it right
days.
after. You start
Yeah,
right after.
or
Hmm.
something.
Yeah.
And so I did that, and now I'm getting like migraines and like headaches.
That's odd.
And I
You
just
might need
got
a
and
lower. You
I
might need a
just
lower
got my
dose. You
I
might
just
need.
got my period the day after my birthday, which was like the
Oh
27th
well.
yesterday or something.
So,
It's
but
not
how
even
long?
minute.
How long you been on the progesterone? Have you started taking
I
it?
just started progesterone. Um, I got my last cycle was 5:30 till
Uh-huh.
June 2nd, and then I started on the 15th of June, and then I was supposed to go from the 15th and stop on the 25th, and that's what I did. But I
Oh,
forgot to take it for 2 days.
that'll do it right there. You'll get a migraine right there because you can't screw around with your hormones. At least if she thinks she's asking you that, if she's seeing that your hormones are already dysregulated,
Uh,
and she's trying to regulate them, any kind of
yeah,
shift like with your period can cause it. But also, if you start taking a progesterone or an estradiol and then you stop
yeah,
suddenly, you can get a migraine. I don't know exactly why that is, but perimenopause for me started very early. And as it got closer to menopause, I started getting horrendous migraines. And the progestin was just enough to balance out my estrogen dominance, and it helped. But when I started reading more about the
Oh my
progestin,
goodness,
I didn't
Christy.
want it.
yeah, Sonny.
Finally cured me was 80-year-old man who didn't even know I was sick. Oh, he prayed over you.
That's
Nice.
nice.
That's awesome. Hospital blood clots were normal.
Hi,
That's
Open
great.
Glove.
I think. Are these folks coming in from you?
Mm-mm.
No, not you. Buddha, do you know Open Glove?
Huh?
Or is that another one of those
Uh,
channels that
I'm not stupid. I don't know. I don't know idea.
no, I mean you said you shared me out.
Yeah, I said yeah, yeah.
But I mean, do you know Open Glove?
Who?
Open Glove. It's
No,
in the side chat.
no,
Um
not at all.
yeah,
No.
we're getting trolley trolled. How nice. Lovely.
They're bored.
Right? They're stuck inside probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Aid. Appreciate you.
Alright, I'm gonna go back
Got
in
it.
the
I
chat
got the second
as
one.
All right, hon. I hope you feel better.
so
And
it's because I missed the 2 days.
because you threw it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to be faithful with any kind of hormonal stuff.
I think I messed up because I stayed up late
Yeah.
and
And you had
I
your little party
forgot.
time, and you're probably not as hydrated as usual because of your birthday.
No, actually, oh, well, I had 6
Yeah, come
margaritas.
on. And the margaritas, you can drink those
No,
like it's
it's
punch.
just on
My
Carol's
mom put
channel.
so much strawberries
It looks so good
and
though.
ice and the tequila,
Hey,
but
Rob. Yeah.
but I couldn't taste the tequila. It was so good.
That's when it's
She can really
dangerous.
make them
Mm-hmm.
cocktails. You won't even taste the liquor.
Yeah.
Like a mojito. I might have my mom make them.
ACC.
I was like, you
I
gonna
don't,
start making my drinks.
and I don't know what new ACC means. I'm so confused what
Yeah,
ACC
me either.
and M-UV.
Hey, Robin
Oh,
Eno.
the accounts, new accounts. Yes. Oh,
Hey,
thank you,
God
Anne.
bless
She was
Granny.
checking them out. Okay. Thank you,
Okay.
Anne. Thank you. Next time they say something like that, you can feel free to kick them. Yeah. Appreciate it. Not seeing
I'm
anyone.
gonna pull you up on my cell phones
All
and go
right,
on the
friend.
chat. Did Jamie come up yet?
No, I told her I left it when she was saying about like her mom and stuff. I told her not to worry about it if she doesn't make it. I was like, if you can make it, fine, but no pressure. Because she was saying, remember, she was saying she had a lot to do to
Yeah,
prep this weekend. So I was like, it's
yeah,
no
that's
pressure.
yeah, this weekend. I know
Yeah,
she's cooking, so
yeah.
but If
And she's
anything, she will be tonight.
okay.
She will be tonight.
Yeah,
She
that'll be
most likely
hilarious.
will take her medication. Finish making the soup she was doing.
Yeah.
That takes a couple hours. Chicken feet. Take a couple hours, and then she gotta make her video.
Yeah,
Then she
that's what
gotta
I'm
take her
thinking. She's got to
medication.
shoot the video. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
she
Robin
takes
the
the
Garden. Good to see you.
medication, and then she takes a nap, and then when she wakes up, it's around 11.
Okay.
So
That makes sense. Hopefully, she won't sleep
she'll be
through it.
there for sure.
Yeah. All right. No
All
problem.
right,
All
I'll
right.
see y'all in the
All right.
chat.
All
Nice
right.
All
to
right.
meet
All
Love
you.
you,
right.
Buddha.
All right,
Thank
Nice to
bye.
meet
thank you.
you.
Nice to meet you, ma'am.
I hope you
Bye.
feel better, honey. All right. Yeah, I was not getting what M-UV was too. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with M-UV. Isn't it awesome how differently women react to menopause? I swear it's the best thing that ever happened to me. I was emotional mess, up and down, terrible headache. Yeah, well, all the things that came after menopause, though, it aggravated my fibro even more. I knew what you meant. I knew it wasn't the craps, but you can get those too right around your period. And
I've
if your
never
hormones are
been
off,
on hormones for my
hold on,
menopause.
hold on, guys. I'll be right back. I've got somebody removing diapers.
Pause. Hi, Miss Sharon. How you doing? Good to see you in here. Um, yes, you are. So, Ann, what are you growing in your garden out there? Are you on a totally, and what, you know, I'm waiting for, I've been finally getting out to the garden this morning and weeding everything and taking care of all those hornworms and dealing with all the pests and stuff like that. And my biggest pest is still the rabbit, though, I tell you. I got another huge bunch of my green beans. The piggies are fantastic. They are wallowing in the mud and having a good time staying cool that way. It's 90 today, but it feels like it's 100. And so I just help them make a big wallow by putting some water in there, and they do that natural sunscreen by rolling around in there and cooling down that way. They're so cute playing in the mud, though, I tell you. So yeah, I've got the crabgrass all over the place too,
Oh
pulling
my
it like
goodness.
crazy.
Oh wow. Sorry about that. That was interesting. Suddenly
Yeah,
we were having some stripping going on.
yeah,
Just put on the other one on backwards, so hopefully we won't have that again. Hey, Miss Sharon, welcome in. Yeah, I got like
yeah. Hornworms have been pretty bad this year. Last year I only had 4, and this year I've already ripped off 6.
wow.
Bubba, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh no, Buddha's hanging out just in the side chat. I know it felt like spring break again for a second there, Abe.
No.
Yeah, the hormonal migraines are awful. I wanted to die at one point. Mine got so bad. I mean, I just really was like in such horrible
I
pain.
was telling Chris I have had a headache for the last few days and bloody noses and stuff.
Oh, that's probably sinus. The what do you call it? Are
Yeah.
horrible right now. The ragweed and all kinds of pollen.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on allergy meds, and I had to go back to my Nasacort. I don't know where you left off in the chat. Just background. Oh, I'm so sorry you're feeling dizzy. Yeah, you probably need to rest and
Hmm.
you can grow it. You can grow your ginger. I've grown it. You can
Yeah.
yep.
You can just bring it inside and like put a light on it during the winter.
She doesn't need to do that. She's in Miami. I've told her she
Oh,
can grow it outside down here. You can put it right in the soil.
oh, I see. I see.
Yes.
Well, fine.
Yeah. We don't whatever winter we have. Don't forget me.
Yeah.
Don't know which is
Yeah,
winter.
but you can't grow tomatoes.
Okay.
I can barely grow tomatoes.
The worst I've ever had hornworm. Okay, this is where you guys were. I was trying to figure out where you were.
Yeah. I wasn't clicking on them because I can't.
Right. Right. Yep. It's kind of similar. It's neurological, so there are some overlaps. Thank you, Trending and Buddha
Mhm.
Supports. Mona, I didn't know you were still here. I'm glad you're still here. Getting to see all
Yeah.
the fun. Do I have a video on it? Yeah, I do, but I think in my video I actually plant them too deep. You want to plant them right near the surface, right, Laura?
Oh, do I? Huh?
The ginger, you don't plant ginger deep. You plant it kind of near the surface.
Yeah, yeah. Real close to the top.
Real close to
You
the
want to
top.
barely just, you kind of want to just shimmy it into the soil. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Sit in some soil if you got a video on it. That's great too. I
That's
know
awesome.
Brenda is who I learned from, and she's not in here right now, but she usually is Duncan 1900 Homestead. But it'll be like she hasn't made a video in a long time.
Yeah. See, for
Oh,
me, I could grow it like in a pot on my,
I'm sorry.
in my garden and then take it in during the winter. It's a pretty plant. Then you just cut a piece off every year and
There you go. Yeah, mine sprouts Darthex on my kitchen counter, and then I just know it's time.
it's time to put it in the soil.
That's right. But do I? No, I always forget.
You can sprout ginger if you can't if it's not on your kitchen counter. Like if you put it on a damp washcloth,
Yep.
with a and then an old pastry container.
Yeah.
That's clear.
Like you chit seeds. It's the
Yeah,
same
just like you
idea.
pit seeds, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, they have those, what do you call it, where you're separating your food? Meal planning. The meal planning
Yeah.
containers is what I get at Walmart, and those work good too, like you
Yeah.
said, like for that.
Keeps the humidity high in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do it indoor, but for us, we can do it outdoor because it's South Florida can do that. We can grow it right
I
in our
might do it
soil.
indoors just because
Let's not make
I
bulbs.
don't
They
think
grow.
I'd take care of it well if it was outdoors.
And you might need what is that for her soil to make them bulb up? Bone meal is one of the things they definitely need. What Laura has an unfair advantage. She has duck water that they all enjoyed a lot. I don't know.
Duck water isn't bone meal. I mean, you still
No, but I mean, like yours got humongous. So I'm saying, like, I would tell you duck water, but I don't know if you have ducks. Like,
right. Well, if you have chickens, you can
chickens
make
are hot.
chicken water.
I don't know.
Compost tea. Compost tea is good too.
You can do compost tea or what do you call it? The poo-poo juice. Like
poo-poo juice is as Mary Washington says, or Mary Washington.
Mary Washington. She said that's happened to her before. Maureen. Diva in the dirt, guys.
Diva in the dirt.
Maureen Washington. Yeah, she got introduced as Martha Washington one night. What else? Cooking, supper. Let's see.
I have Mary Washington artichokes.
Oh, gosh. Wow. Yeah, you just laugh because you don't want to cry hysterically. I totally get that. Yeah. Huge green stalk. So they already have enough nitrogen. So I don't know about the chicken water, but yeah, the other water would do. The poo-poo juice would probably give it enough of a mixture.
But you got to make sure that, if you want a balanced compost tea, so you got to put stuff in there that's gonna give you both.
Yeah.
I would look up some good videos for that. I'm not an expert. I did.
I make playlists. Trending. I made playlists. The only thing that is not on a playlist is my lives.
Thank you for sharing my channel out.
on my Fri-Yays. That's the only one I did not put on the playlist. The rest are all I made playlists because you told me to, Buddha. I swear that they should be there. I just checked. Let me know because they should be there. Or did I just pull them too soon? Oh, you pulled them already. Well, you might have pulled them too soon. Yeah, you got to let them bulb up. They take quite a while, right? To get when you. How long were yours in for to get those bulbs?
What are we talking about?
Your onions. How long?
Oh, onions. Oh, yeah. You gotta you. It depends on what season. Okay, so if you have a long day onion, they need a certain amount of hours, and they don't start bulbing up until they get to those hours. So if you're in a short day area, which is a southern, and then midday, which are mid season, so we have a little bit more sun than Carol does,
Yeah,
but less sun than the northern climate. And so it all depends on that length of sun. And as soon as it hits that amount of sun, that's when it starts bulbing. So if it hasn't hit that amount of sun, and another thing is you got to give it tons of water to make a bulb.
And that too, what sifting some soil and more said is you have to do, and Laura was doing this, is to push your soil down around the bulb.
Spooning.
Yep.
Yeah. And so before you get to the bulbing stage, that's
Jen.
when you do the poo-poo juice. Or high nitrogen, very high nitrogen.
What? From 5? Because I've been doing mostly lives, Buddha. Because I've been doing mostly lives. And also I erased some of my stuff too that's gone. Yeah. I had some other video. Just like you had with another channel, I had some stuff go down with another channel. And I just, yeah. Okay, this is weird. Last year I pulled them after. Oh, 2 months is definitely not long enough. From what I know of onions, that would be.
No.
Okay, you didn't try this year. Thank you, Miss Sharon, for sharing people out.
Yeah, you gotta start in. You plant your onions in. I did mine in March, and they came out in June. So.
All right, I'm gonna make one for my lives, Buddha. There's one already for my other lives, but I'll make one for all my lives on Fri-Yay night, and that'll run plenty long. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you. Going back, she's really trying to help me with my.
Hi, Andy's journey.
Hey, Andy, what's up?
Good to see you.
Oh, God.
Yes, it is hot here in Tennessee.
Thank you.
Hot and muggy.
Hot and gross, yeah.
Yeah.
Ours was like that yesterday.
Ours has been like that for like a week and a half.
Yeah, just not long enough, Anne. Yeah, ours is always humid here, but the other day I walked out and it was like our true summer days, how they get, where it is nothing blowing and it's just stagnant, humid heat. And I'm like, no, it's not here.
So, and you got to do your research on your onions. You got to know if what zone you need to get and what kind of onions you need to get.
Okay.
And then they really take, you really got to have a lot of nitrogen in the beginning and then a lot of water in the end. So, yeah. Same
thing, Buddha. I decided nobody. Yeah, that's why I don't have many videos. I freed myself up of bad energy, as you would call it, evil. I would call it evil stuff that was going down.
Yeah.
And Laura understands a bit about that, and it seems to come after us when we're together. Sometimes it reaches out for us. I have no poor garden, not getting enough. Oh, that's hard, Christy. How are you?
Yeah, that's hard.
So are you just doing it with rain, Christy, at this point, or? you have to rely on like your water because we use our hose and it's hooked up to our water bill, which sucks. Okay, I thought
Your hose is hooked up to your water bill?
yes, it comes right out of our water. I meant like I don't have a well.
I understand.
I don't have a well either.
It feels that way, exactly.
It comes right out of my paycheck. It's what my husband would say. It hooks up right to my paycheck. Yeah, we got the first summer electric, which I was like, I think that's about what they are anyway, hon. And it was like 300 and something. I'm like, yeah, it's about this time of year when they go up into that range. And I mean, we only have like a 1,500 square foot house. So yeah, I know it's gotten higher, so I'm hoping it won't go higher. Also, one thing I don't miss going down to visit my dad near Beaufort. Yeah. That's right. And
Andy,
100%.
I think we've got some rain coming here in Tennessee, so maybe we'll cool down a little bit. I don't know. Oh.
All right. Got you, Buddha. Yeah, I have an old account that I might reopen, Buddha, but I'm not sure if it's time yet. And so I need to search which to plant here and what exactly. That's what everybody has to do. And even here, like here in America, at least we have the zone, so we can go by zone. But then you also get into microclimates. Even within your own yard, you could have microclimates that behave differently than your zone. Yeah, I hope everybody's having a really good Friday too. And I hope they just stay nice.
Yeah.
Try short day. Yeah, maybe she needs short days because she's in Turkey. I'm not sure. It's like more of a Mediterranean climate in Turkey, right, Anne?
I mean, just Google.
Yeah,
just
Google it.
What your zone is, what your light is.
Well, outside of America, they don't have zones. You would have to say, what is my area compared to a zone?
Or you could say,
or zone wise,
what kind of onion grows good in our area?
There you go. That's the simplest.
And it should come up
earlier.
Because you may have had a long day onion and you're growing like my long day onions and my short day onions didn't grow as good as my intermediate onions.
All right, Anne.
Really well. So
have a good night. It's 11 p.m. there for her.
Oh, good night, Anne.
Your outdoor water. Oh no. Outdoor water use restrictions. No rain in weeks. It's for bad. That is bad.
I'm sorry.
For people who have gardens. Yeah, it's Mediterranean climate. Okay. Yeah, I had looked up because somebody was in Australia and they were trying to figure it out. And it was like, we were trying to figure out what Florida is like, which coast and stuff. And I was able to look it up at the pond, but it's getting lower from lack of rain. Yeah, I think, it is. It's us here too, even though they're saying there's flooding in Florida. It's like certain areas are getting a lot of the rain and it's skipping over other areas. It's very patchy. It's very strange this year.
Yeah.
Oh, love you too. Have a good night and thank you.
Bless you.
Always so good about sharing us all out and stuff, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, she's a sweetie.
For June. Wow. I'm so scared of August. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. July, August, September, what our bills are going to be like. I have no clue. But this year I'm not going to sit here and eat to death just to say, no, you got to be careful with your health.
Yeah, you do.
I can't be going up to 90 degrees in the house, just to save a few.
It depends on the kind of banana. You can have cold hardy bananas.
Yeah, the cold hardy bananas, though, are also more seedy and are not usually as great. It depends where you're at. Because they have also bananas that they'll sell you as cold hardy, and they're really, you can eat them, but they're not that great.
Yeah, we have bananas. You can buy bananas here too, but I don't think they're edible. They're just ornamental, kind of.
Do they die back though, Christy Betts, or are they getting because some people keep them ornamentally, they just like the way they look, and then the cold weather comes in and the whole plant will die back because it's a plant, it's not a tree. The whole thing will die back. Oh, He's seeing stuff. Ordered at night when we had restrictions. Yeah, I've heard of people doing that, sneaking it in at night.
That would be me, Christy. Yeah. I didn't
Yeah,
ask
Laura.
permission. I just had
Yeah.
chickens, ducks,
That was
geese,
my mistake. My big
turkeys.
mistake was asking permission. Was calling up and asking permission. I will never do that again. I will just get them. Although now, if I move someplace with my husband, he'll probably say, "Well, did you call?"
Hey, very good. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Rogue Gunfighter, welcome in.
Yeah.
Hold your applause to the end of the show. You're something else. Too funny.
Yeah.
Rogue,
That's
you missed it. We were having to pick off some people.
Yeah.
Had a few. Got a little trolley. Little weird. My Renaissance grandma was like, "Look at that, you're popular today." It's like, yep, looks like it. Well, definitely, I wasn't sure how it would go tonight. Jamie probably will come in maybe later tonight, but that's if she's up. And, we can always save it for another time. It was just going to be for fun. And, yeah, it's just crazy. But it is 4:00 already. I can't believe it's already 4:00. I have to get going for dinner time and clean up already. Thank you for coming up. I'm sorry it was so weird today.
Yeah. It's okay.
Weird energy day. Like just strange spiritual day. Woo.
Yeah, it is kind of a strange day.
Yeah. All right, y'all. I love you. Tonight, 11:30 p.m. Fibro Fri-Yay is now over, Carol. Fri-Yay is at 11:30 p.m. on my channel. That's more of a, everybody joins the panel and chit chats. It's more relaxed. I appreciate y'all and all your support. And my buddy here always has a new video coming out just every day. Are you trying to hit a time?
I'm trying to hit 4:00 my time, so 5:00 your time.
Okay, so about 5:00 Eastern. Look for her new videos. But show her some support. She's got a lot to teach because she's got a lot of experience and she's always getting better and better. So I've noticed that. And yes, she was a rebel in the city and she had all the things like turkeys even.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much.
Guys.
Bye. Thank you.
The key is not to get a rooster.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Don't get a rooster that crows.